¿Te gustaría entender el inglés hablado y mejorar tu pronunciación mucho más rápido? El secreto de los políglotas no es memorizar listas, es la imitación. Hoy vamos a aplicar la técnica de shadowing con una conversación real sobre rutinas de la mañana. Primero, escucha nuestra historia en inglés para afinar tu oído. Después, nuestros presentadores te explicarán las frases más útiles y haremos pausas para que tú las repitas en voz alta. Esta lección solo contará con subtítulos en inglés, así que presta mucha atención y comencemos.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. I am Alex.
And I am Sam. Today we are talking about our morning routines.
So, Sam, are you an early bird? I always wake up at 6 o'clock.
Oh, wow, Alex. That is way too early for me. I usually stay in bed for 20 minutes after my alarm rings.
20 minutes? I can't do that. I drink a glass of water immediately. It helps me wake up.
That sounds healthy. I need coffee to start my day. Without coffee, I am like a zombie.
I understand. After my water, I usually exercise for 30 minutes. It gives me so much energy.
30 minutes of exercise? You are amazing. I just take a quick shower, and then I have breakfast.
Speaking of breakfast, I eat eggs and toast every morning. It is my favorite meal.
That sounds delicious. After breakfast, I listen to an English podcast while I drive to work.
That is a great habit, Sam. Practicing every day is very important.
You are right. Consistency is the key to success.
Definitely. But tell me, since you are so busy in the mornings, do you ever skip breakfast completely?
Sometimes, yes. If there is a lot of traffic in the city, I just grab my keys and run out the door. It is not ideal, but it happens.
I see. Well, working from home has its advantages. I can take my time in the kitchen. Plus, I don't have to deal with morning traffic.
You're so lucky. But working from home can be tricky too. Do you ever feel like you are always at the office?
That is a very good question. Yes, sometimes it is hard to disconnect. That is why going to the gym between 9 and 10 in the morning is so important for me. It breaks the routine.
Oh, I get it now. It creates a physical division between home time and work time.
Exactly. Anyway, I think our listeners have heard enough about our mornings. What do you say we jump into the practice section?
Sounds like a plan. Let's help them master these phrases.
All right, that was our conversation. Did you understand everything? Now let's practice.
We are going to teach you the best phrases from our chat. We will explain them, and then you must repeat after us.
Try to copy our exact pronunciation. Here is phrase number 1. Earlier, I said, I always wake up at 6 o'clock. Notice how I put the emphasis on always to show it is a strong habit. Now it is your turn. Listen and repeat. I always wake up at 6 o'clock. I always wake up at 6 o'clock.
Good. Now phrase number 2. I told Alex, I usually stay in bed for 20 minutes. Stay in bed is what we do when we don't want to get up. Listen and repeat. I usually stay in bed for 20 minutes. I usually stay in bed for 20 minutes.
Excellent. Phrase number 3. I said, I drink a glass of water immediately. This is a great sentence to talk about your first action of the day. Listen and repeat. I drink a glass of water immediately. I drink a glass of water immediately.
You are doing great. For phrase 4, I confessed, I need coffee to start my day. Very useful for all the coffee lovers out there. Listen and repeat. I need coffee to start my day. I need coffee to start my day.
Phrase number 5. I mentioned my routine. I usually exercise for 30 minutes. Notice the pronunciation of exercise. Listen and repeat. I usually exercise for 30 minutes. I usually exercise for 30 minutes.
And our last phrase, I said, I listen to an English podcast while I drive to work. While means two things happening at the same time. Let's practice. Listen and repeat. I listen to an English podcast while I drive to work. I listen to an English podcast while I drive to work.
I asked Sam, do you ever skip breakfast completely? The word skip means to intentionally not do something. Listen and repeat. Do you ever skip breakfast completely? Do you ever skip breakfast completely?
Good job. Then I explained what happens when I am late. I said, I just grab my keys and run out the door. Run out the door is a very natural way to say you leave your house in a hurry. Listen and repeat. I just grab my keys and run out the door. I just grab my keys and run out the door.
Excellent. And finally, I mentioned my own situation. I said, working from home has its advantages. Advantages are the good things or benefits of a situation. Let's practice. Listen and repeat. Working from home has its advantages. Working from home has its advantages. Fantastic work, everyone! Shadowing is the best way to train your mouth muscles.
Exactly. We recommend watching this video a few times this week to memorize the sounds.
Now we want to hear from you. Go to the comments below and tell us, which phrase was your favorite? And which phrase was the most difficult to pronounce?
If you liked this episode, please hit the like button and subscribe to English Fast Way.
Thanks for watching and keep practicing. See you next time.